everybody. We're going to do worksheet 12 together under the camera. This is basically just summarizing what you watched a lecture about already, so I'm not going to sit here and read through it. One thing I am going to point out that sometimes bothers people, this version of the equation says percent times mass. In the lecture, I said mass times percent, but if you remember multiplication, it doesn't matter what order you do it. So if it's percent times mass or mass times percent. So don't let that bother you. Do whichever you prefer. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Down here, I think I'll do mass times percent. Okay. So we suppose that there are 4 isotopes of a new element. Isotope A, there was 7%, and the mass was 93. There's 18% isotope B with the mass of 96. 34% of isotope C, the mass of 97. 41% isotope D, the mass of 99. We've got a lot of isotopes here. Okay? But we're just going to do the same thing 4 times. So let's do A first. That's the mass of A times the percent. I like doing it in decimal form personally. Now I'm going to do the mass of B times the percent abundance in decimal form. I'm going to add C and then I'm going to add D. I'm going to punch that in my calculator. I'm going to be careful with my parentheses, and I'm going to find that the average mass for this isotope is 97.36 AMUs. Sometimes people ask about sig figs on these types of problems, and to be honest, this is one of the times where we don't often care too much about sig figs. If you were to take into account sig figs, sometimes your average mass wouldn't even really be very informative, right? You may be rounding so far it no longer really represents the average. So at least for me in this class, you don't need to worry too much about your sig figs, okay? And then just a little reminder that if they give you the real mass, use it, right? If it's not given, use those mass numbers, which are those rounded whole numbers, right? Use the numbers they give you, okay? So following that, you should be able to do the 3 problems on the bottom. All right, everybody, I hope that was helpful. Bye.